can you lead us in a quick prayer?
Sure. I just texted Sunny and Kyung. Let's go to our Father in prayer. And dear Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this day and for all the blessings you've given us. Thank you for each and every one that is on this leadership call today. I pray that Money Sam and everyone who speaks today will have a ready recollection of the information that can bless everyone else on our team. And we just ask that you be with us in this meeting and go with us to this day and bless everyone that's with us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Okay. Yeah, we got some other people that can probably be joining. But I sent everybody out the wrong link. This is the old link, but it's too late to get started now. But I want everybody to really pay attention to this. Okay. First of all, we want to talk about leadership. But the first thing we want to talk about, and that's why I wanted Sunny, and so we're going to talk about that last, I guess. But we are going to be having a seminar in Dallas, Houston, and possibly, I'll be forgetting that town. This town where Sherry lives. What's the name of that town, Sherry?
Silver Springs.
Silver Springs. I'll be coming out with a schedule, but we want to talk about this later. And this is we're with Vicky and Lisa. I've worked with them before. They're working with, and I'm gonna tell y'all, with the leadership that we got now, I believe in Dallas we're gonna have 50 people or more. Because I've worked with them, and we have had over 100 people at seminars before. So this is going to be big, and we're going to be doing some really special things. So we'll talk about that towards the end as I get them on. So let's go ahead and cover the things I want to cover today. We want to talk about leadership and how to really build a business. And I thought it was very important that we really cover some things that, just because you put yourself in a leadership position doesn't make you a leader. And I picked you guys out because I saw something special in every one of you guys. So let's look at the title of what leader actually stands for. And I can post these later. I did some research, and after doing this is what a leader is: someone who inspires with passion and motivation for people to follow. Listen to that. A leader is someone who inspires with passion and motivation to followers. Okay? A leader is somebody with a vision and the path to realizing. As a leader is someone, a leader is someone who has a vision and the path that people's going to follow. A leader is someone who ensures their team has support and tools to achieve their goals.
In a quarter mile, make a left turn.
So that's the definition of a leader. I'm going to read it one more time. A leader is someone who inspires with passion and motivates in followers. A leader is someone with a vision and the path, and a leader is someone who ensures that the team has support and the tools to achieve their goals. So that's why it's very important when I be teaching you guys about leadership. It's not just because you're a leader. A leader is someone who lives by example.
Make a left turn.
A leader is someone that inspires. And a leader is a person of integrity. You got to have integrity. Whenever you do something, it's got to be done with integrity. A leader leads with passion, and a leader leads with a person. And, as a leader, we got to lead in a way where a person looking at us says that person has integrity, that person has a passion, and that person leads with their heart. So let's look at some of the things that a leader must have. Number one, A leader must have purpose. Number one is purpose.
Just ahead, pick up Colton on the
Purpose
left.
is, without a sense, a purpose is a hard to motivate team members. If you don't have a purpose, it's hard to motivate. Leadership empower people to see the intentions behind specific goals, enables them to take equal part, making day-to-day process feel more purposeful, helpful, maintaining team motivation and personal investment in large goals. That's what purpose means. So you enable people to
Pick
an
up
equal
Colton on the
part
left.
with specific goals in mind. So it's very important that you lead with a purpose. Number two, I'm just gonna go through these guys. They got a lot to cover, so I'm just gonna and we'll some of these guys probably heard some of these before.
No,
Number two, you must have is
side.
motivation. Okay.
I didn't know he was gonna follow
A good
you.
leader must be able to have must be a great motivator.
How y'all doing?
And create value.
Good. Sorry about that.
Must be able to create value.
Head to your drop-off at HP
Goals,
195.
so team
Cross?
members feel
No?
personally
Okay.
inspired to work towards their,
Alright, y'all both
their goals.
up? Okay.
You must have
Y'all having a good
consistent
weekend?
outreach.
Yeah. Okay.
Leaders empower their team members, work passionately beyond their responsibility towards a common goal. That's motivation. So you got to be able to motivate people.
Make a
And
right turn.
I heard Julie say something earlier. She texted in the leadership group. She said, well, I have a problem. See, sometimes you have to go beyond your own way of thinking. And so you got to find ways to motivate. That's part of your development of a leader. So you got to live with purpose and motivation. And a lot of times, and I'm speaking this to Julie, I'm speaking this to everybody, I'm saying this to Julie. Julie, sometimes your motivation might come with what Atomy has done for you. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I never believed in products. People, I'm highly sought after. And Lisa knows me very, very well. She'll tell you, every business I've ever been, I've been very successful. I have millionaires call me all the time trying to recruit me to a business. I'm very highly sought after, but I'm told as when it comes to Atomy, I'm all Atomy. I'm not trying to do a bunch of other business. I'm all Atomy. So I have a purpose and a motivation to drive other people because I've seen what the products have done for me. And when you believe what you're doing, it's easier to motivate. Does that make sense, y'all? When you see what's happened to you, that's why it's very important that you get a personal testimony of your own. Because now you have purpose and you have motivation to lead others. Okay? This is where a lot of people lack in leadership. Is vision. Number 3 is vision. Vision is having a picture and you can unite your team members behind that vision, being incorporating team strengths and core values. Leadership inspires their team with an end goal that resonates with individuals' values and inspires actions. A vision. You got to have a picture of what you're trying to achieve. See, when you start taking these products, you got a purpose now because it's done something for you. You got motivated, but now you have to have a vision to lead other people down the pathway. You got to paint that picture. You got to paint that picture for people so they can see what they can get out of it. I like the way Vicky always say. Vicky said, I can see that picture now. I can see that vision now. See, that's very important as a leader. You got to have that vision and that picture for other people. Not for yourself. You got to have that picture. You get the picture for yourself when you take the products. When you're taking these products, now you're motivated, but now you got to get that vision of how you're going to lead other people down that same pathway. So you can inspire them to hit their own testimony. Does that make sense, Julie? I'm saying that to you because you kind of asked the question. So I'm hoping that helps you.
Okay. Well, basically what you've said, I do. I mean, I use my own testimony. I am a walking testimony.
Yes, you are. And that's why I want you to get that vision.
Yeah.
I'm going to go through the list of vision, but I just want you to see that makes sense. Okay.
Well, yes.
Okay. Now, the fourth is very simple for y'all, for ladies. Not always for us, Glenn, as men. But for ladies, this one is the easy one as a leader. That's why I think a lot of times ladies make better leaders than men. Is you got to have empathy. Empathy. Empathy is basically, and this is what it says in the dictionary. It's how to inspire people to work beyond their ability to see and have a passion to have beyond their responsibility towards a shared purpose by listening and sharing the appreciation. And you got to impart a sense of value. So you got to have empathy for people and what they have going on and what they. So a person tell you, you know, I have diabetes, so I have. You got to have an empathy, and you got to show that empathy that you care about helping me as a leader. So as a leader, we got to care about helping people, and people got to feel the empathy from within. And we got to inspire that person to say, "I can help you achieve what you're trying to achieve." And not, I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm not saying nothing, but most of everybody on this is on my team that I know, that I personally recruited. All y'all was very tough to recruit. But I have empathy, and a lot of times people see that empathy that I have. I care. I care about you, and I want to see you achieve. I want to see you get what I have. And so I do it in an inspiring way. And all y'all have that ability. But you got to have a vision. So all of them go together. Remember, purpose, motivation, the vision, and now the empathy. Okay? Now this next one is where a lot of people go wrong in leadership. And this is creativity. Creativity, this is what it says. This is where you got to feel to incline to stick with the status quo, or leaders in bold creativity splashes. Rather than being concerned about the chain of command, you got to have some creative ways about getting them to do what you see the ability that they have. In other words,
make a left turn to stay on Crossing Street.
Yourself and become creativity. I'm saying it wrong. You got to be creative. There you go. You got to be creative in the way you go about it.
Just ahead, make a left turn on Julian C. Smith Street.
You got to look past what you see that person's negativity is, and be creative in getting that person to see where you want them to get to. Make a left turn on
Julian C. Smith Street.
Does that make sense, Rebecca?
Yes, because everyone has a different perspective.
Yes, there you go. So you got to do it in a creative way.
In a quarter-mile drop off Colton on the right.
You cannot do that the same way for everybody. So that's why the creativity comes in. You got to be creative in your approach and where they're at. So you got to kind of meet that person where that person's at in a creative way. And that's where you got to develop your skills. This is another tough one.
Drop off Colton on the right.
Because some people don't work good together. And this is where you got to work good together. team vision. You got your own vision,
Right
but
here,
then you got to
guys.
have a team vision.
All right.
As a good leader, you got to
All
have a
right. You're
team
welcome.
vision.
Have a blessed day. And if y'all could share
Even
the
if you don't like somebody,
I
you
appreciate
still
it.
got to have a vision to work with that
Head to
person.
your
So this is
pickup
what
at
it
Barracks
says.
HP
The dictionary
118.
part says it says you got to look at the company overview versus your personal overview. The vision will count for nothing if it doesn't speak as a team. See, you can't look at what I don't like that person. I don't like work with that person. A good leader looks at the team vision of how we can work together. And if someone gets better than you, that's okay. If someone's better than you, that's okay. Because I see a whole lot of these people on this call today, and I have no problem telling you, you're better than me, and you're a better speaker than me, and you're going to be greater than me. I want to see you be better than me. You might end up making more money than me. Jealousy when you're jealous of someone, you're not a good leader, guys.
Mm-hmm.
If you cannot get along with somebody, you're not a good leader.
Make a right
A
turn
good
on
leader
Crossing Street.
look at the team vision. It's very important that you look at the team vision of what you're trying to achieve together. A great leader learns how to work as a team
Make a left turn.
and not their own personal achievement. Number 7.
Pick up John on the left.
Always trying to improve on themselves. And this is why I love Rebecca, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell them Rebecca a little bit. I don't think she mind. Me and Rebecca talked quite a bit, and I was talking to Rebecca, and she's like, "I like the way you speak." I'm gonna tell you, Rebecca's a lot better speaker than me, but she's not. I like the way you speak, Money Sam. She was motivating me, but you know what? I want to get better. I want to get better. I like when people say, "I want to get better." Never be happy where you are. Never get comfortable where you are. You always want to be a great leader. Always want to improve on themselves. I'm always looking at ways that I can get better. And sometimes, and I'm gonna use Sherry on this one. Sherry came in this business. She didn't want to do it, but she did it, and she got good at it. And she started doing things. And sometimes Sherry calls me and gets on my case a little bit. And that's okay because she sees where I can get better. That's what a good leader does. When someone gets on your case and they're trying to improve on your skills, and you got to be able to take that. When someone, don't get upset when somebody comes and tell you something that's going to make you better. Work on that. This is what the definition says. A team leader never stops improving themselves with an eye towards growth. Go ahead.
Okay, Sam, that's called constructive criticism.
Exactly.
And
exactly.
Yeah, and that's where not only the person that is trying to improve someone else actually does it in a politically correct way so that you don't come across as negative, but also the person that is receiving that constructive criticism is able to understand this person is doing it for my benefit, not to critique me in any way.
But that's what it says. And I appreciate it. But you like I stay on task because we have a lot to, but yeah, you're right. It's constructive. But even if a person doesn't come to you politically correct, you still got to, as a good leader, because I'm going to tell you, I can tell you stories of a guy who told me one time, and this guy's a multimillionaire. He's one of my mentors.
Head to your drop-off at Marine Corps Exchange.
I was there watching him as a person came up and was telling him that he wasn't very good at this. And he said, "Man, you know what? I appreciate that." And the person was kind of rude the way he talked to that leader. And I watched how the leader and he sat there and took everything this person said and was very rude and very unprofessional. But when the person got done, the millionaire said, "You know what, man, I appreciate you taking the time to come up and share that information with me. And probably next time you see that, I'm going to be better in that area." And that helped me to see what this is talking about. This is what the definition says. Always, a leader should always be able to look at another person, saying to you for personal growth. Okay. And it says, somebody's trying to call me. It threw me off. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm following this. Trying to read the definition. Okay. It says, when leaders create an environment where feedback is essential, helpful for highly valued growth. That's okay. That's where it says you're inspired. You open yourself up for feedback, for helping you grow. Okay. Okay. So hold on. Man, people try to call me at the worst time. Okay. And so when you're talking about a leader, you're creating an environment where feedback is very essential. And when other people see you can take that negative or positive feedback, that actually helps the other person grow as a leader. So as leaders, guys, you guys gonna have one day thousands and thousands of people following you. You as a leader got to be able
just
to
ahead,
do
make
those
a
things
right
that
turn
I just
on
talked
Birch.
about. And you got to be ready to inspire. You got to be able to take what a person says to you, and you got to be able to ready to motivate and
make
able
a right
to
turn
do
on
it with
Birch.
a way to turn that person around and give them a vision, while the vision also has a team vision for the purpose of Atomy growth. So before we move to the next subject, we got a lot of people on here, and I hope this helped some people. Before I go too far, I want to let some of the leaders speak first to see did this help y'all on leadership. So I'll let Sharon, you go ahead first. Anything you want to say on that?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. I'm just glad to be on the call with all the leaders that are here today. And you really hit some very good points. And definitely with the company, we talk about sharing and we talk about, unity and teamwork. And that's something that if we all just do our bit and come together and share with one another and encourage one another, I believe that we'll do better. I believe that we'll reach top levels in this company and be successful. So, and this is where it starts for us as leaders. You know, I've not been in the business as long as others have, but I'm just grateful to, have this opportunity to be around you guys and to share. So, yeah, back to you, Money.
Okay. Rebecca.
Yes, I loved everything that you covered this morning, and I'm glad you said that we talked, and I don't mind that whatsoever, because I recognize that I have shortcomings when it comes to getting out of my comfort zone. I understand the blessings of the company. I understand how we get paid, but I have to get out of my way and get out and talk to people. That's my hardest thing. So I appreciate this lesson, and I appreciate prayers for people to help me get out of my comfort zone and get out there and grow, because it's not enough to know the knowledge. It's not enough to know the numbers. You have to also get out there and meet people. So I appreciate that. Back to you, Money Sam.
Okay. Kevin.
One of the things that's important is that we should look at how, while we're duplicating ourselves, we have to ask ourselves a question. If I was a leader, how would I want my peers to be or to follow me? And once we create that right there, and we can see a clear picture of the people that you want to follow your example, then we should be able to look at ourselves and then create ourselves to be that as a leader. That's very important to do. So yeah, back to you, Sam. We have a couple of announcements too, that if you allow us to make that announcement.
Yeah, I want to stay on this stuff. So I want to get this done. I got a lot of stuff I got to cover real quick on this call. So I'm sorry, but yeah, that's good. Sonny.
Hi everyone. Yes, I would like to talk to leader. Always our sponsor told me, and a lot of their sponsors succeed, especially Imperial, Prime Minister, they talk, I heard. We're all gonna be on top.
Okay.
But when you be
All right, sweetie. Have a
top,
blessed one.
let's say you're
Thanks.
Imperial,
Oh, if you can shut the
you
door
have
as lightly as
30,
you
40
can.
minutes to
Thank
speech.
you.
When you get the top, when you give a speech, a success speech, you don't have to really any guilty, which means when you get top, when you give a success speech, you have the confidence, which means you did this really well in relationship, and there's no shame, nothing, just any shameful. So leader has to be your sponsor watching you and your partner watching you too, right? And most who's watching? God watching. So
That's right.
in front of God, your sponsor, and in front of your partner, and also in front of yourself, we should not have anything guilty, and you have the confidence. So when you get the top, you'll be very confident what you made with is going to be, that's will succeed. Okay, back to money, Sam. Thank you.
That's good, Sonny. And in my research that I was doing, because I wanted to talk about that, one of the things that I'm glad you brought that up, it is when you're building a way where people looking upon you can say, I'm proud to be associated with this person. One of the things that people have worked with me in the past, and I got quite a few people that's worked with me in the past. The reason people follow me to another business, because people really understand I really care about them. And I want to see people succeed. And most of the times, and I'm gonna say this, most of the time, the kind of leader I am, I believe that most of the people that I recruit is even better than me. And I have no shame about it. And I want to see them go to the top. And I can say this right now. Everybody on this call, I believe, in the next 3 to 5 years, if you stay focused, it's going to be making 10, 15,000 or more a month. But you can't change your core value. And that's what Sonny was just talking about. You got to be able to look, and people looking upon you, and you didn't do it in a shameful way, or you didn't hurt anybody along the way, and you did it in a respectful way. That's very important. So I know I don't got time to get everybody's kind. I just wanted to hear from some of the top league. I want y'all to hear from them. Now, real quick before we move on, because we got a lot of stuff, more stuff to cover. Anybody got any comments on something that was said? I know I heard Julie make a couple of comments. Julie, you're 100% right what you said, and I agree with you. Real quick, anybody got quick comments on the leadership part of the training?
Yeah, when you mentioned about when you listed the qualifications of a leader, and when you listed that, it makes you think, like us as leaders, of how to look for those ones. So when we going out and seeking, we're not just seeking anyone. We're seeking those who possess those qualities, integrity, and commitment, and all those things that you mentioned. So that inspired me to look specific individuals so that I can be able to grow what we have right now. So yeah, so I was inspired by that.
I agree with what you're saying. When you're going out looking for people, you should look for people with their skill sets. Yes.
Sorry, somebody tried to call me.
Yeah. So I agree with that. So, anybody else? Okay. I'm surprised Christopher didn't have nothing to say, because Chris always got something to say. I was just messing with you, Chris.
Oh, hi.
Well, you be saying some good stuff, man.
Guys, I tried to message.
Okay, thumbs up on that one. Okay, so Chris gave me a thumbs up, so I'm doing okay.
All right, bye, Bush now.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is one of my trades that I have is cold market recruiting. And I'm just going to give you guys a couple ways that you can do cold market recruiting. And I'm going to give you, I don't really got a lot of time to go into details because we got a lot more stuff to cover. But cold market, I'm going to give you guys a couple things and a couple ideas. And then I'm going to tell you what I say.
Okay, guys, let me get y'all seatbelts on.
One of the best ways to really recruit nowadays is through doing a personal video on social media. And I'm going to tell you this because people can relate when you tell them your story. If you got a story to tell, but you should keep your personal video to 2 to 3 minutes. If you go too long, you're going to lose people. So your personal video should be around 2 to 3 minutes. And if you need some help on that, I can tell you, I know 2 people who's very good at this. I know 3 people who's really good at this. Vicky is very good at doing it because I've worked with her before in other businesses. Lisa is very good at doing this. And I know Julie has done it. And so when you do videos, you got to, there's 3 things you have to do when you're doing a video. You should have the product, a picture of the product when you're talking, like you're talking about the product. You have to say, hey, I've used this Atomy toothpaste, and this toothpaste is done one. You should keep it exciting, quick, and motivational. And leave it. If you would like more information, it should end something like this. If you need more information, please reach out to me. I'm looking for motivational people who want to change their health. And don't stretch it out. Do a quick motivational and put it on social media. This is my favorite. Is I go to Walmart probably 2 or 3 times a week. When I'm in Walmart, I'm shopping for 2 things. I'm shopping for people, and I'm doing my regular shopping. As I go through my regular shopping, I run into someone, and I stop. And, hey, how you doing? How's your day going? Just general conversation. Hey, how you doing? Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Hey, are you into health? I just asked him, are you into health? Man, I just started with, I don't use, and I'm going to tell you, in America, I'm telling you what I know. Y'all can try something different, but I'm just telling you what works good for me. And I normally have a guest on every website, every conference call. I have at least 2 to 3 guests, so it must be working. But y'all might. I'm not saying, but this works for me. I do a quick introduction. Hey, are you into health? Some people say no. Well, I'm gonna tell you. Or I say, are you into skincare? You got some beautiful guy. You into skincare? I just got involved with something that's changing people's health. We know some people who's getting with beauty care, and they'll say, "What is it?" Hey, I ain't got a lot of time to talk to you. What's a good number? We're having motivational website conference calls every Tuesday and Thursday, and you need to get on there and hear this. And now that I got the flyer, I'll give them a quick flyer. But what I do is I say, hey, Man, we're changing people's health. We're changing people's skin, and we're helping people lose weight. And these are things that people's into. Sometimes I even say this: we've helped people with COVID, and people relate to that. And people say, "Oh, I've been looking for something like this." Well, hey, let me get you on the next video, on the next webinar, and that's why it's important to have that webinar available, the website on your phone. And what I'll do is I'll send them the webinar information. And if I got that flyer with me, I'll give them that flyer. I'm not a fan of just giving them my number. Now, some people, every once in a while, person, I don't feel comfortable getting my number. Oh, what's an email? Then I'll get their email. But I probably 7 out of 10, they'll give me their number and I'll email them the website for Tuesday or Thursday. And now I'm even doing Monday because I like, but I normally send them that information. I'll say you'll get all the details. I normally keep that conversation around 2 to 3 minutes. If you talk to people too long, after a while, I notice they'll start, oh, I'm not interested. And because all I want to do, if you know anything about an infomercial, everybody know what an infomercial is, right? When you look at an infomercial for a movie, they give you the highlight, so all they want to do is get you to the movie theater. So that's the way I look at business. All I want to do is get them on a call. I'm not trying to sell them right then and there. All I want to do is get them, and I'm not trying to look for business partners. I want them to get on the product. I'm not trying to recruit people to be my business partner. I'm trying to get them on the product. And Julie a person like Vicky can tell you, I would have never got Vicky as my business partner, but I got her on the product. Vicky's on the call, she'll tell you, Vicky's a businesswoman. She know more about these type of products than I did. But I showed her on a Zoom call. When she got on a Zoom call and heard the testimony, that's what got her. She's a friend of mine. She listened because of me, but she got on for the information. Sherry, same thing. All I'm trying to do is get people to. I'm not trying to recruit them, talking to them in the store. I want them to get to the information. So when you're doing cold market, you want to get people to the information and let them hear the stories. That's what gets people. And if you start looking at not trying to recruit people as your business partner, but you're looking for people who you can make a difference in their health. You look at Sonny. Sonny did not come into business to do the business. Sonny came in for her health. She later did the business and did it very well, but she came in. Most people come in as customers who very later turn into the business. So we got to stop trying to recruit people as business partners, but look for people. Some people is going to say, well, how can I make money with this too? Because some people just have that business sense. But stop trying to recruit people and get people to the information and look for customers. Because 80% of your money is going to come from your customers anyhow. Is this helping y'all?
Yes.
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 Because most of us talk too much. And then we wonder why why people don't want to. If you talk more than 2 or 3 minutes when you're talking to a new prospect, you talk too long. Because the reason I'm telling you this as a leader, because one day you are going to be the person teaching this. So you got to have a system in place that's duplicatable. Everything's got to be duplicatable. So teach a system, introduction, and then get them to a Zoom call. Because not everyone can talk. Some people are shy, but everybody can get someone to a Zoom call. That's duplicatable. And then once you get them on a Zoom call, get them to one of the leaders, even myself. I can actually recruit a person, and because I've been blessed, I can talk. I could probably recruit a person, but I don't want to teach person the way Sam do it. I want to teach a duplicatable system. So what I do is I get them to the Zoom call, and then I want to try to set up a three-way with one of the leaders that can relate to whatever they went through. I want to learn a little bit about that person, what if they're suffering with anything, and then that's the kind of person I want to do a three-way with. Because that person's going to be able to relate to that person. And that's how you get them. Most of us, we get a person off a call, and then we try to call the person, and we doing all the talking. And the person, I'm like, okay, they're not even listening to you. And you're trying to recruit them. But if you can get off that call and you know Sherry had high blood pressure and this person has high blood pressure, get Sherry on the call to do a three-way. So get someone that can relate to that person and that person can relate to them. And then just don't get Sherry on the call say, oh, Rebecca, when I was talking to you in the store, and I know, what did you think of the call? Oh, that was really good. Well, I reached out to one of my business partners, and she's actually dealt with the same thing that you've dealt with, and I just wanted you to talk to her and see what she did. And then you get Sherry on the call, and then you don't just say, this is Sherry. Hey, this is one of my business partners. Sherry's helped a lot of people give herself with high blood pressure. And I just want you to, I want to introduce you to one of my business partners, helped a lot of people. Sherry, this is Rebecca. Rebecca was on the call tonight. She loved what she heard, but she's suffering with some of the same thing that you dealt with. And then you mute yourself and let Sherry talk to your person. And when Sherry gets done talking, then Sherry, and then you say, and then Sherry's gonna say, well, let's get you on the program that I was on so we can get you started. We want you to be the next testimony. As a three-way person, you should be saying, let's get you signed up, and now let's get you on the same program. So that way that person knows we need to get them signed up and get them on the same products. Because we got to quit just bringing people in. We need to get people signed up and get them on the products right away. And now they can relate to that person because they heard someone who's dealt with the same thing. And what did they take? Is this making sense, guys?
Yes.
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 I got a question.
Oh,
sorry.
Okay, go ahead.
Quick question. Okay. When you mentioned about like when you meet someone and then you'll like follow up with them to find out, like do they have any, like problems that any health problems that they're battling at the moment. Do you do that before you do a three-way, or do you do it like during? How do you go from that to the three-way?
That's a great call. Okay. So what I do once I meet that person, get their number, I'll send them the information, and then I'll reach out to them, and I'll say, hey, we got that call tonight because I want to call. We got that call tonight, and I just wanted to know, was there anything particular that was as you were looking for, and people love to talk about themselves. Is there anything in particular, so I can be able to relate to what your current situation is? I had one person say, I'm very healthy. And the thing that kind of caught me is you talking about skincare. Oh, yeah, we've had some people who've had some bad skin. And the person said, oh, yeah, I have bad skin, and I want to know what I can do. Oh, that will help you on the call tonight. So now I know this person got skincare. So I'm going to reach out to Denise. Denise's daughter had very bad skin. And so Denise can help relate to that person because she's seen what her daughter went through. Matter of fact, I had used Denise's daughters a couple times for some young girls who helped me recruit some young girls because they're young, and they help recruit young people for me. This is one thing that's missing. A person's got to be able to relate to what you're doing. You can be the nicest person in the world, but testimonies are good, but when that person can relate personally to that person's gonna say, "Oh, okay. So what did you?" Because they're gonna ask that person, "So what did you take?" And then when that person, now we sign them up, we know what we can get them, that evening kit, and we want to probably get them on some him on him, because anybody knows anything about healing, that healing starts from within. So you got to take that him on him that's going to help heal the skin from inside, and then the evening kit goes well with that. So when we're talking about skincare, if you're talking to a person and a person bring you on, we need to get them on that him on him with the skincare or whatever. Now, if you're talking to someone about skin, I would even talk to Denise or Rebecca, or in KJ. They all had skin issues. Get them on the phone with that person. They're going to close the deal for you. Stop trying to be a superstar. Quit being Superwoman or Superman. Utilize your teammates. That's what we're here for. We're all here for each other. I'm going to get a phone to Sharon because I know Sharon wants to say something on this. Go ahead, Sharon.
No, we're good. We're good. We're good. That's some good information. One point I would like to make, and you said it, but I want to make sure we all heard it. You know, when we're doing three-way calls, you know, if you're inviting someone to be on the call to talk to, say, Money Sam about an issue, he said, put yourself on mute. Don't you say a word. Don't even interject. Okay? So that's the key thing too, because sometimes we get on the call and we try to interject, and that's not good. And so you want to keep it them talking to the person with the problem. Okay, back to you, Money.
Oh man, that was good. That was good. Okay, Rebecca.
No, I think it's all been said very well.
Okay, Kevin.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have any input on that.
Okay. The boss herself, Sunny.
Yeah, Cormac and Money, we learn a lot from you. We motivate, challenging. But what I do, just like I compare, I didn't know God. When I just touched by spirit, I save, which is my family, are raised in just totally non-Christian people. You know, when I just save in person, meet God, I couldn't shut my mouth. No one forced me to go to tell gospel. Every morning I wake up until sundown. I went to voluntarily telling gospel wherever, who I meet. I don't have a shy. I have to tell. I have to share.
Okay, guys.
So I went to grocery
Right
store.
here or
Everywhere
right here? Because you got to check
did you hear
in.
Jesus Christ? Did you hear? Thus I become evangelist.
Oh, okay.
So same thing.
All right. Y'all have a blessed day. If y'all can shut the doors as lightly as you can for me, I appreciate it.
And
Thank
also
you.
how grateful and helping people, include
Run.
me, and financial, you know, and healthy and beauty. Or every household needed to switch this product. That's what I felt. So I don't shy. I just telling every people, where I go, I just telling, you must use this product. You must switch it to this kind of brand. Thus I just sharing. And I went to street. I met a great partner. And then most people, they so thank you. Thank you for sharing this kind of product, this kind of opportunity. You know, that's please, maybe you might use product, you learn just the product, just the experience, testimony, might be determination, this company product itself, and also just maybe compensation plan. You might study, you search, rather than hear someone else, you just search and you make it just the combinance, no shy. There's no more shy. That's how I feel. Okay, back to Money Sam.
Okay. So, guys, duplication is the key. And the last thing is, I believe that we got to do more seminars. And speaking of seminars, we're getting ready to do a big seminar here in Dallas. and we want all you guys to come out. As anytime a seminar is going on, this is one thing that helped me in all my other business. Anytime a seminar was going on, I wanted to be there to learn because something Sharon, I was talking to Sharon and Rebecca trying to get them to come, and I said I want you guys to come and I want you guys to be partaking. No, we just want to learn. That's what a great leader wants to go and learn. Even if I don't have no part, I want to go there and learn. Sherry got off work last time Saturday, drove 2 hours to be at the seminar because she didn't want to feel like she missed anything. How many people is going to make that type of dedication? That type of dedication is what's going to get you to that money. And now, I'm not trying to tell Sherry's business. That's why Sherry's got the success that she got. Everybody want to know why Sherry's doing? Sherry goes the extra mile to put herself in position. And when you go out the extra mile, that's when you're going to notice your money's going to start changing. You got to be willing to do what others won't so you can have what others don't. That's the motto I live by. What am I going to be willing to do what others won't so they can have what they don't? And there's another motto. There's 2 models I go by. I'm never going to let somebody else outwork me. And the second thing is, what you believe in your mind, you can achieve in time. What you believe in your mind, you can achieve within time. What the mind can conceive, you will achieve. What the mind can conceive, you will achieve. You got to first develop those things I was talking about earlier. Now, going with seminar, we're looking at Rebecca. I wanted you to come. I know you got some, but I was talking to KJ, and KJ said the 9th and 10th and 12th is a better weekend for her. She can't do the 17th and 18th. So, Denise, we're talking about coming to Houston. So, do you want us to come there to Houston on Friday, or do you want us to come on Sunday? Denise, I see you there. Because that's one thing Sonny wanted to know. Because I was talking to Vicky and Lisa and the ones here in Dallas, and we're trying to do a Friday night meeting and a Saturday morning meeting and some training. And coming to Houston on Sunday. Or it's Friday back, because I'm taking that day off just to make sure we get the people there. So, Denise? Okay, you got to unmute yourself, Denise. Okay.
You may have to talk to her offline.
Yeah, I might talk to her offline. Okay, so we need to get this worked out. Vicky, did you want to say anything about seminars? Because I know you have had a lot of things seminars too. So I know you're working with me and you and Lisa. Did you want to say anything real quick, Vicky? I know Vicky's got a business. Okay.
Hello.
Go ahead, Vicky.
Okay. Let me get
Sam, I'm driving. I'm listening in, but not at this time. I think once we get all the details and where we're going to be and all of that stuff, then we can, kind of just broadcast it. But I'm excited about it, and I'm ready to do this thing.
Oh my gosh! Okay. On the
I'm already on the products and everything, so yeah, let's do this.
Guys, you talking about a lady who's got 2 businesses. This lady's got 2 businesses, and she travels all over the country. This lady has
don't pay me no mind. I'm on
time
a
to do these businesses because
Zoom meeting
I got her on a webinar.
Yeah.
Glenn, you're in Kansas City. We're planning on coming to Kansas City. I talked to Sonny about doing something in Kansas City, and that's it. I'll be coming.
Yeah. How many days?
I know Sharon's got Mississippi. Wherever y'all at, we want to put something together, and I'm gonna tell you, as long as I got my leaders with me, my superstars, I'm ready to go anywhere.
Okay.
I think with the leaders that we got and the leaders that we got, the speakers that we got, guys, we can tear this country up. But I just want to say this, and we got a couple of notes Kevin wants to say. Guys, understand this. We have a lot of retraining to do. People have been on doctor's care for years. Think about this. When you go to kindergarten, you gotta get a kindergarten. You gotta get a shot before you can get a kindergarten. Okay. When you go to first grade, you gotta get your shots. So people have been under doctor care and going to doctors, trusting doctors, and now all of a sudden you talk about teaching people a healthy way. People don't understand that the history of our country is a $6 trillion. The healthcare in our country is a $6 trillion industry. The pharmaceutical companies is feeding the doctors. The doctors is feeding you, and like Vicky always say, I like the way Vicky said, that they're paid to keep you unhealthy. That's how they make their money. If you get too healthy, the doctors start losing money. So they're paid to keep you unhealthy, to keep you on other pills. And they've been training you like this for years. And now here we come teaching you a healthy way of eliminating that step. See, in Korea, when people from Korea get sick, they got herbs. They don't call the doctor. They go take some herbs and different things, and they've been doing it all their lives. In America, it's not like that. We're used to going to the doctor. Any little thing. So we got to do a little retraining, but the retraining has got to come from our testimonies and our way of thinking. We got to change our way of thinking, and we got to be patient. And those things I was talking about earlier, that's what's going to help. Okay. I hope that helps everybody. Okay, Kevin, you said you wanted some things you want to share?
Yeah, appreciate that. Hope everybody learned and have a great insight, took some notes and everything that was taught. Very important. I don't care how well you are, how long you've been into multi-level marketing, because there's always something to learn. In saying that, we had a wonderful time at Sharon's in Mississippi. The folks came out. It's the right time to start doing things, and we're going to visit Chicago with Sandra. So we're going to plan that date with Sam and KJ, Sonny, myself, and Sherry, and anybody else want to come. Sharon, anybody else want to come. So we're going to hit the city of Chicago too and make that Sandra. So that's what we're going to do, as we did with Sharon. And one of another thing was very important, and I'll support everybody. Because of COVID, we have a seminar in Georgia, which our CEO going to come down November the 1st. I want for everybody to mark that. If you've never seen a seminar, in which I had myself seen one, it's large. A lot of people are going to be there. A lot of teaching, a lot of things. Really, this is one of these seminars that will give you a different, more higher perspective of what Atomy is all about. So I want people to mark that calendar on November the 1st in Georgia. That we're going to have
November 5th. November 5th.
Okay, November the 5th. Yeah, November 5th. I apologize. November the 5th in Georgia. And everybody come on now, because we need to support this seminar. And you get a chance to see again what Atomy is truly about.
Yeah.
Thank you. Back to you, sir.
Also, guys, this is a great time. If you got people in Georgia, don't you show up by yourself. Show up with 4 or 5 of your guests in Georgia. I got people in Georgia. I want to invite some people from Georgia there. So it brings, one thing that someone told me, if you ever go to a seminar, never go alone. Always bring a couple guests. That's how you grow.
Where is it at in Georgia?
Atlanta.
Oh, Lord. I said I'll never go back there. After my incident last year, oh, my gosh. My car was broken into, but I said never say never. I corrected myself months later. I said never say later, because you never know where God's going to have you to go. So I might be going back.
That's good. Okay, so we want to get ready to end. the call because I like to keep within an hour. So I want to give the floor to our chief officer, Sonny Sloveless.
Yeah, the Unisahan just announced the success seminar a few days ago. After she just the 3 hours leaders club, we start with the CEO Park, and they just announced the success seminar, which now last 3 years we didn't have success because of COVID, and last 4-5 years never come CEO Park. He's so busy. So now about 4-5 years now, CEO Park first time gonna be here. So I want to join and support company, and then a lot of people after they join the success seminar, they open eyes, they determination. So as many you invite the potential partner, your partner, you will succeed. It's guaranteed. You will see so many people and success people. You're gonna get so much motivate with their, challenging, and you will see everything. All day success seminar. Probably it's gonna start Saturday, September 5th. Start normally 9 a.m. and then all day until 7 or 8 p.m. Okay.
Okay. And closing, guys, the only thing I want to add to Rebecca, did you have anything you want to say?
I'm good. No, go ahead.
Sharon, did you have anything?
Yes. Just really how important the seminar. When I went, it was one of the last seminars they had before COVID hit. So I had the opportunity to go. I took 4 of my friends. They all signed up because it was so powerful. But what really got me, and Sonny could talk about this a little more, we were coming for the day. We thought we would get there that morning. We drove from Mississippi to Atlanta. We thought we'd get there that morning, maybe get back in the evening. But it went all day. They fed us 3 times. We were full. And so Sonny said, no, don't go back. Get a hotel.
Oh yeah, if you can share.
Now I don't know if the company's going to do it this time, but she said the company will pay half of your hotel bill. We were like,
wow.
Lord.
Oh yeah.
So yes, probably, that was amazing.
Yeah, possibly this time too, but too early to say. But next day we have all day Bible study. Wherever CEO Park, everybody attend the Bible study, then CEO Park take care help of a hotel. So like all day from Genesis to Revelation, we have a great Bible study to science view, biblical. So it's wonderful. So hopefully you can just attend the Sunday. Normally next day the success, and you will meet the in-person CEO Park as a not CEO Park, as a brother. You will meet him as an elder. So you will be really just a great spiritual revival. So that's please note too. Next day success.
Okay, great. That's great, guy. I believe in going to events like that because it's always helped me. Now, I do this leadership training every Sunday at 3. If you want to be a part of it, Sharon and Rebecca and Sonny all know that I don't believe in teams. I believe in support. So we don't go. We're all Atomy, and the only thing I ask is respect each other. And if you got guests, respect each other's guests and always support each other, because when Atomy grows, everybody benefits. That's the way I've always looked at business. And so if you, I did use the wrong code, and I'll send the new code out. But I do have this every Sunday at 3:00. And did everyone benefit from the call today?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
So we have different people teaching different things every Sunday. So don't be surprised if I call upon you to teach on the lessons, because leadership is very important and we need great leaders. And every one of you guys are great leaders, and every one of you guys is going to be great. And one day you're going to look back at this time and say, man, I remember when he was saying I was going to make $10,000 to $15,000 a month. That's what Flashback does. So thanks, everybody. And I appreciate it. And I always like to end the call like this. I love every one of you guys. Aja, Aja, Aja.
Aja. Great meeting.
Aja, Aja, Aja.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Money.
Aja, aja, aja. Woo.
Great meeting.
Aja, Aja, Aja.
Jar, jar, jar.